Hello and welcome to another update video on Link. Yeah, we are currently tracking potential for further downside on the Link chart. We have probably a fifth wave to the downside that's unfolding right now from the December high 2024. We had a wave 1 to the downside, a wave 2 to the upside, a wave 3 to the downside. This, I have to assume this is a wave 4, and we could now be in the fifth wave down. In fact, I might actually call it a wave 4 as a flat correction. Quite messy, I have to say. It's kind of a low confidence move, but it just tells us we have to be prepared for one more low, given that the decline here is about to break below the June low. And while the market could still grind higher from here, the double bottom that's forming there doesn't really inspire much confidence. And I have to say, the three-wave move up that we have seen here from the June low also doesn't inspire much confidence. So we might see another low. I have to say, though, the wave count we had before this rapid decline that we saw over the last 24 hours, that's still valid. Yeah, we can still, I mean, it could still grind higher, but I would, if we say a larger low formed here, but it would be alternative B. Okay, that would be an alternative. And then we can say, right, this could be an alternative 1. And like on the Bitcoin chart, where I'm also tracking this as an alternative 2. And there is a support area, but I would call it weak support, right? Really weak support. I don't necessarily believe it's going to hold. But, there is a support area that some of you might want to use. It would be this, yeah, between 1145 and 1262 or 61. So this would be relevant support for wave 2. So alt wave 2 support. Might be worth checking it, tracking it. Why do I not believe it necessarily? Well, I mean, it still would work. It's just that I really have problems to count this as a clearly corrective pullback, which has a high chance of bottoming here in this region with the latest price action. Okay, it is what it is. So, yeah, just be ready for a break. That's all I'm saying. You can still use it if you want to, if you believe wave B bottomed there. Overall, all I can say is I think it's quite likely that we're going to go a little lower, potentially all the way down to 890 to 863 based on this price action. In the very short term, we can say that if this indeed is a fifth wave to the downside in that C wave that started in December, then this here was an A wave of wave 5. This here was the B wave of wave 5, and we could now get a C wave of wave 5. That's currently the main thesis. Now that B wave might extend a little bit, but it wouldn't change really much. So there is a chance from here to give us a larger corrective bounce before we go down further. That's something we always have to take into account when we're dealing with a pullback in a fifth wave, and then within it a B wave, because that B wave, while it was quite high, it wasn't massive, yeah, and time-wise, I think looking at proportions, it would actually look quite good to get this wider B. I mean, I like that idea, because that's often how the markets move. People get all bearish down here, okay? There is a double bottom then, and the price just doesn't go lower, and we get a bounce. Everybody gets bullish because of the double bottom, but these often break, and then it breaks down, right? So I think this kind of idea of a wider flat correction is quite likely. Will depend a little bit on how Link is now, and Bitcoin as well, is now unfolding over the weekend. We'll pay close attention to that. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.